This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. Good evening and welcome to Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of Evergreen Conference football as the Shelton Highclimbers host the Tumwater Thunderbirds. My name is Diedrich Allen. Jerry Apple will be joining the homecoming broadcast a little later. Shelton is 4-2 on the season, 2-1 in EVCO play. The Highclimbers are coming off last Thursday's 30-0 conference win over Centralia. In their other games this season, the Climbers lost to Montesano 35-13, pulled away from Rochester 21-7, lost at WF West 48-6, beat White River 34-7, and opened the season taking the battle for the Axe 39-18 over North Mason, keeping the Mason County Cup in Shelton. Tumwater comes into the game with a 5-1 overall record, 2-1 in the Evergreen Conference, and ranked number 5 among Class 2A schools in the state by the Associated Press. The Thunderbirds are coming off last week's 35-3 win over Aberdeen after suffering their first loss of the season the week before, falling to number 4, WF West, 28-7. The T-Birds won their first 4 games of the season prior to that loss, beating up on Centralia 56-7, knocking off Kelso 38-19. A safety was the difference in Tumwater's 8-6 win over number 6 North Kitsap, and the Thunderbirds opened the season taking out my alma mater, Burlington Edison, 34-7. The last time these teams played was a little over a year ago, with Tumwater shutting out Shelton 57-0 on October 8th of last year. The last High Climber win over the T-Birds was 42-21 to open the 2012 season. Coming up, we talk with High Climbers coach Mark Smith. It's Week 7 of the high school football season, an Evergreen Conference matchup featuring the Tumwater Thunderbirds at the Shelton Highclimbers and homecoming for the Climbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our determination, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Back at Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium, Diedrich Allen here, just ahead of the Tumwater T-Birds and the Shelton Highclimbers. It is now time to talk with Coach. Yesterday, had a phone conversation with Shelton head football coach Mark Smith.
Centralia last week, little different personnel on the field from time to time.
Yeah, we experimented there with Dante Kickoff there at running back a little bit, and found a way to get him some more touches. Connor Gilman was a little banged up from the week before, so he didn't play. He got a hip pointer or something going on in his hip, very painful. So we had to try to manufacture some different ways to get Dante the ball, and we needed a running back. So we said, let's try this. And, I think he had 15, 16 carries for 88 yards, which turned out to be a pretty nice little night for him. Kept chains moving, ran downhill, ran square shoulders. I was proud of him in his performance. And then that opened up a spot at the wide receiver position for Omar Zapata. And, Omar's a good, young, talented kid that, didn't really play last year at all, and came out this year and is kind of coming into his own a little bit. And he caught, 3 balls for a few, 40 yards or so like that, kind of took over that role with Dante. It was a good night for us too.
Your long ball worked a little bit too this half.
Yeah, we got to be able to take shots every once in a while, and we want those shots to be able to score. So it was really important for us to look for those opportunities when we get in that score zone, that shot zone, which is, around the 40-yard line in. We get around there. That's if it's there and we like it, that's where we're taking the shot. Because a lot of times you can run that shot back from the opposite 30, from the minus 30, but now if you get 40 yards, you're only getting to the opposite, 30-yard line, and now you got to run that offensive play. You still haven't scored yet, so we want those plays to be scoring plays, and so that's kind of where our explosive plays are coming from right now. And then Elton, of course, anytime he touches the ball in our hammer package, that he has the ability to take the ball the distance like he did last week.
So we look ahead to Friday night and Tumwater coming into town. Completely different program from Centralia.
Yeah, different program, similar offenses and defenses, right? Centralia's trying to run that wing T, just like Tumwater does. They run more of a 4-man front, just like Tumwater does. And so from that standpoint, we have a little familiarity there. From the standpoint of execution, obviously there's a different level of execution right now. Centralia's trying to find their way about themselves with the new coaching staff and trying to build that program up, where Tumwater is a very established and recognized program as far as their tradition goes. We really don't have to speak too much about it. I think everybody knows, who they are and what they are, and they just focus on themselves and don't really worry too much about other people, and they do it their way about going about things, and they do it very well. So we know that we got a challenge on our hands this Friday night, but it is a home game and it is homecoming, and I get to pick that game.
Oh, we did.
And so that's not on accident. That didn't just happen because of some scheduling conflicts or something, and they know that. I'm sure they're not used to being too many road homecoming games, Tumwater, right?
Right.
And they're probably not used to playing in those games. We got to get to a point where we embrace that challenge and embrace that opportunity. So we're looking forward to the challenge, and it's going to be a challenge, but it's one that I think that hopefully we're going to embrace. We're not going to flinch, and we're going to stay in there, and we're going to fight and give them everything they want, and hopefully we can find a way to come out with victory.
So being homecoming, you have, you've invited a lot of past players to come out and help encourage your team, right?
Well, homecoming is about people coming home. And it always been that. I mean, that's why you have a homecoming game. But, I think it loses a little bit of its meaning when everybody thinks it's all about the current coming, about the people that are currently there. You know, you have the homecoming dance for the people that are now in high school, not for the people coming home. You got the homecoming pep assembly for the people that are currently in school, not for the people coming home. You got the class competitions for the people that are currently in school, not for the people coming back. You know, and so anytime you can find ways to incorporate your alumni, I think it's a positive deal. And not that we shouldn't be doing those other things, having that class competitions and having that pride and having that energy and having that pep assembly, that homecoming assembly, and having the dance afterwards, that's all great, you know. But at the end of the day, no one's coming home to watch the homecoming dance. Nobody's coming home to watch what's going on in English or math class. You know, what they're doing is they're coming back home to watch how your football team's playing, you know, how their football team they played on or were part of, how's the program going? And that's what everybody's interested in. And so, you know, it'll be fun to see. The neat thing for me, being an alumnus myself, is one, some of these guys that might come back, I know personally. I've got a relationship that I've already built with them. Some of them I know of, but I've never really met, you know, just following the programs throughout the years like I did. You know, I heard about them or talked to Coach Stark about them or Coach Hinkle about them or talked to some of the past alumni, you know, about these guys, you know, or stuff like that. And so it's good to meet those guys that I know of, but I have no relationship with. And some of them are ones that I've gotten to know since I've been back, and gotten to build a little bit of a rapport and have a face-to-face relationship with. And it's good to just keep encouraging those.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. A good plan. Your team going into the game, you mentioned the one injury. Is he going to play? Is Gumman going to play? Yeah.
Connor's probably not going to play this week, no.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, unfortunately, Jerome Gooley's not going to play either. Jerome and his sister got in a head-on collision last night, and Jerome's out this week. He's okay. He's going to be okay, but it's going to be a big loss for us. He's one of our starting defensive ends and has played at a really, really high level about doing his job. I mean, he is probably one of our most disciplined defensive football players we got on that side of the ball. And when you watch, if you just zoomed in on Jerome Gooley, you'd see a guy that plays textbook defensive line. It's not about him making all these big plays and hooper and holler and things like that, like maybe some of the other guys do, but he makes it so guys like Hunter left and Brad Ellington and things like that can make the plays they make because he occupies so many defensive or offensive linemen in the way he plays the game and does things the right way in the way he's coached. So that's going to be a big loss for us. But, you know, it's always got to be about us. It's always got to be about next man up mentality, right? And if adversity sets in, don't flinch, you know. Don't flinch, you know, just next guy, let's go. It's your turn, it's your opportunity.
That's Mark Smith, head football coach for the Shelton Highclimbers. His team is taking on Tumwater in homecoming. Kickoff's coming up next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Oh, just almost made it in time there, Jerry. Kickoff and Air Sports jumping into the Highclimbers Stadium here to get us underway in proper fashion. Did you see him come in there, Jerry? I did. Oh,
here's another one.
Oh, there's another one coming down. Well, let's see. Jerry spotted another one coming down. Oh, just overshot the S. Okay. I think that's where they're trying to get to, is the S. And here comes another one.
Let's see if they can make it to the S, huh?
I think that's what they're trying to get to. He got on there. Here's another one. And he's going to trot all the way into center field. They got all the colors here. You got the high climber red and white and black, and then a little bit of green for Tumwater. That's interesting. Interesting inclusion on
at a Shelton High Climber homecoming game.
At a homecoming game, they did bring in the ball. I don't know if you noticed that, Jerry. They had the ball.
Oh, nice.
And so that's a really cool way to get things started in a very packed stadium, Jerry.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about 15 minutes ago. It was a little slow in coming in, but they've come
now
in
it's
droves.
packed.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we've I got here early enough to get our space all
and they're giving us plenty of room tonight.
Yeah, it's on me, I guess you could say. Well, it's homecoming, and we're gonna have the NJROTC come out as well. Everybody's here. Let's see. I got a second camera going here, so I'm going to be doing triple duty. As we're going to get the toss of the coin here. And there's a lot of people here tonight, Jerry. Some alumni coming back, the football team coming back, members of past teams. I saw a picture on social media of, I don't know, it must have been 20 people.
Well, I saw some tailgating going on over here,
right?
Cooking some hot dogs and hamburgers.
We'll do our best to bring you all the action here from Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium. And a coin toss the coin has been tossed, I should say. A new addition is a play clock at both end zones, so that'll help both teams. So it looks like the Highclimbers won the toss. And of course, they're going to defer to the second half. That'll give Tumwater the ball to start the ball game.
And usually the team that wins the toss usually defers.
Yes, always defer.
Yeah.
Not in every case, but probably 9 times out of 10
right.
defer. So,
and it's that 4 plus 4.
Right. Yeah.
We'll explain that a little bit later.
Oh, you mean that middle 8? And here is the presentation of the colors. Now let's see if we can get the band in here as well.
Presenting the flag tonight is Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Diaz, Cadet Seaman Apprentice Alejo, Cadet Petty Officer 1st Class Alonzo Tomas, and Cadet Petty Officer Covert.
And we are about ready to play some ball, but please remain standing as the colors will exit the field here.
Fans, let's play some football.
Okay.
All right, Jerry.
No wind tonight.
Yeah, no wind at all.
And 68 degrees at the start of the game.
All right.
Well, I've been looking forward to this game. Should be a good one.
It should be. So, we got the Highclimbers. They're kicking it off to start this game out. They'll be wearing their all black uniforms with red letters, of course, black helmets. And the S with the axe through it. Tumwater, white jerseys, gold pants, gold helmets, green numbers as they trot out on the field to get this game underway.
And it should be pretty easy to read the numbers tonight from what I'm seeing.
It looks that way. Back deep, it looks like it's going to be Carlos Matheny back standing about his 5-yard line. Is that no, it's a 35, excuse me.
What's his number?
Actually, it's a 35, and that's Cooper Clark. Let's see who's doing the kicking. I think it's going to be Brendan Kaiser. He's had the kickoff duties the last couple of weeks. He's got it teed up at the 40. Get this game underway. Tumwater and Shelton, Evergreen Conference, homecoming game for the Highclimbers. Here's a run up. And the kick. It's a squibbler on the ground. It's going to jump. The ball's free, and it's still free. And diving on it, I believe it's going to be Edward Manson who dove on that ball. Keep the possession for the T-Birds. They'll start out on their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. So Jerry and I were talking about this before the game. He was asking me what to expect. I expect more of a ground game, but we were watching the quarterbacks warm up, and we might see some passes as well.
A 37-yard kickoff.
And the first handoff goes to Matheny. Matheny, big break up the seam there to the 35, and that is a 12-yard pickup right off the bat.
And who was the number on that?
25.
Ah, yeah. Thank you.
So we'll see. Still trying to see what the quarterback number is. I believe it's 19. And that would be Ethan Kastner. And this is a little. I don't know what happened there, Jerry. A handoff in the middle, or a fumble on the exchange. I think it was a fumble on the exchange. And it'll be a loss of 2 on the play. The guy who came up with the ball in a Tumwater uniform was a 54.
Yeah, number 54. And that was Lola Hafaka.
And there's a handoff, number 21 right around the edge. Derek Thompson on the carry, trying to find some running room around the left side. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd and 10 at the 35.
And he picked up 2.
So 3rd and 10 for the T-Birds, just underway here in the first quarter. No score. It's the opening drive by Tumwater. It's a little bit distorted on me for some reason. David Malrow comes wide near side. Back to pass. And a throw over and incomplete. And it looks like it's number 14. That's Overbay. The quarterback intended target was that David Malrow. Incomplete it goes, and it's 4th down.
And Jaden Fuller was on the coverage.
also a punting situation for the T-Birds and a good stand. They did give up 12 yards, but then it was 3 and out.
Back deep.
Yeah,
Elton?
it does look like Elton back about his 25. Snap is on target. Kick is high. Elton, he's going to drive himself back. He did call for a fair catch at the 24. And that's where the Highclimbers will start out with their first possession of the ball game. So, Jerry, a little of everything, but mostly run from the T-Birds.
Yep. Like you said, they're run dominant.
They're run dominant. Oh, there was a flag on the play, but they picked it up as no penalty on the kick. So 1st and 10 from the 24 go the Highclimbers. Kickoff in the backfield. Menifee and it looks like Cordova. Cordova wide near side. Menifee wide to the far side. Double tight ends. That's going to be Wilsbach and Tiller. And the up position, Goose in a kind of a pistol. And at the end of the tail there is going to be Kickoff, who gets the handoff. And he'll fight his way for a couple of yards straight up the middle to the 26. 2nd and 8 coming.
We were very impressed last week with Dante Kickoff. He was the workhorse for the Highclimbers against Centralia.
Actually got 3 on that carry, Jerry, and it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun goes Goose. 2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Kickoff again. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Might have squeaked out another yard. Let's see whether they mark him down, Jerry. Trying the middle of that lineup, he did. He got another yard. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, we'll see. It looks like a passing situation.
Well, Goose will send 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Kickoff in the backfield, take the dump off screen to him. And Dante really nowhere to run, but he manages to get, well, maybe back to the line of scrimmage before he's wrapped up by a ton of Tumwater T-Birds there, Jerry.
Yeah, no gain on the play.
Ball,
a yard?
I don't even call it a yard, Jerry. I think it's no gain at all. It's 4th down and a punting situation for the Highclimbers. Goose back to kick it away. 2 guys back for the T-Birds. It's Reed and... Ooh, boy, ball came loose. Nope, the ball did not come loose, and a good open field tackle there on, it wasn't Reed that got that one, that was Thompson, and he just basically got smothered under by Hunter Leff. And
32-yard punt, no return on that.
And it's 1st and 10 at the 40.
Tumwater's had a hard time the last couple kicks of getting the ball up the field.
I believe it's Oberbay in the gun. Quick dump off to wide receiver screen. And I saw a number I do not have on my sheet there, Jerry. Oh, it was Malroy. Okay, number 17 on the reception, and the run gets 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. 8:20 to go, first quarter, no score. Second possession of the ball game for the T-Birds. Under center will go Oberbay. 1 receiver to the near side. Turn around, hand it off. And I think that was number 26, Brumbaugh, on the carry. I needed 4, got 3. So it's 3rd and 1. Or was it Matheny? Thought it was a 26 on the carry, Jerry. Yeah, it was a 26 on the carry.
Yeah, James Brumbaugh.
Yeah. He's the back behind Oberbay, who goes under center. Receiver wide to the near side. Handed off to, again, Brumbaugh. Met at the 50 by a couple of guys.
But his forward progress, we'll see where they
It looks like they gave him the first down. It was Bradley Ellerton, the first guy there. And it's 1st and 10.
Second first down for Tumwater. They've been basically running it.
Right.
They've only thrown, well, they've thrown twice. 1 completion.
So 1st and 10 from midfield are the T-Birds. Oberbay under center. Brumbaugh in the backfield. Dump off pass on the slant. Complete to Derek Thompson in a 5-yard pickup. Fuller credited with the tackle there.
Gain of, I'm going to give him 4. 5. Okay. Thank you.
2nd and 5 from the Highclimber 45 are the T-Birds. Little confusion there, and squirting out of that pack is going to be number 15, Logan Cole. I don't know how that didn't result in a loss, Jerry.
Right.
There was over-penetration by the Highclimbers and a little confusion on the handoff, and
gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Cole turned what could have been a loss of a couple to a gain of a couple. So 3rd down and 3 from the 43. And here goes Brumbaugh breaking it outside, and he's going to run over a couple of guys at the 30-yard line. Looks like Carter Whitney in there on the tackle. And the T-Birds are moving, Jerry, to the 30-yard line.
3rd first down. Who was the runner?
26.
Thank you.
So 1st and 10 for Tumwater at the Shelton 30. Overbay under center. Little play action this time. Overbay back to pass, throws for the end zone. Got 2 guys out there wide open, and it's complete for the touchdown to Derek Thompson.
30-yard touchdown pass, Diedrich.
So the T-Birds get on the board first with 5:56 remaining in the first quarter. So we line up to kick the point after. Trying to find something to write on here. There we go. Kick is good, so it is 7-0. Tumwater. We'll be back.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Well, the Tumwater T-Birds get on the board first. 5:56 to go in the first quarter. Go ahead, Jerry.
9 plays on approximately 60 yards, 70 yards for the T-Birds.
So Lucas Stewart will be teeing it up to kick it back to the Highclimbers. They'll get another shot at this. Standing at the goal line is Ellerton and Fuller. Big gap between the long formation to receive this kick from the Highclimbers. There's 20 yards, 25 yards between them all. High short kick that'll hit at the 30. Ball's live and driving in there to grab it. Let's see here. Oh, it was Cameron Heising with the wise grab there. And the Highclimbers will start out on their own 30. 1st and 10.
So a 30-yard kickoff for Tumwater.
And no return for the Highclimbers. Goose will go out of the gun with Trykoff in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the far side. It looks like it's Menifee and Cordova. Tight end switch from the right to the left side, left to the right side. Handoff goes to Trykoff, who goes right up the middle and sneaks out a yard. Dante having a hard go in the middle of that field, Jerry.
Yeah, we found that he had a little more success going off the tackle instead of up the middle. Trykoff has been the workhorse. He's carried it 3 times already for a total of 5 yards.
2 receivers to the far side. Goes out of the gun. High snap, but holds it down and hands it off, and I believe it's Trykoff.
Yeah.
With no gain there.
Trykoff with the carry. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 9. I guess
I'm going to give him a gain of 1.
Yeah, give him 1. So the 31 are the Highclimbers.
And a passing situation here. It looks like Diedrich.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who's in the backfield. I don't think that's Trykoff. Yes, it is Trykoff. He goes out of the backfield in motion. Back to pass goes Goose. He'll dump it off to Trykoff. And Trykoff, no blockers, has to dive for the 34. And it's 4th and 6 coming. I think another punting situation for the Highclimbers.
Gain of 3 on that pass play. Mason Goose has thrown twice and completed both passes, swing passes out in the flat.
Derek Thompson and Reed are back to receive this kick from Goose. Goose with some time. He'll get off a nice little kick. It'll be taken on the run out there by Thompson, and he'll dive right around the 35.
29-yard punt, but no return. Tumwater's having difficulty on trying to return these punts.
Well, they're going to spot it at the 36, 1st and 10 for the T-Birds. 4:10 to go, first quarter, 7-0. Tumwater with the lead in the ball.
This will be the 3rd possession for Tumwater.
Malroy goes wide to the near side. Under the center goes Overbay. He'll hand it off, and this is the speedster here, finding some running room. Number 15 on the carry, Logan Cole, gets the first down and a couple more yards up to the 49.
14-yard run by Logan Cole. And that's the longest run so far tonight for the T-Birds.
T-Birds quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Malroy goes wide to the far side now. Under center goes Overbay. Turn around and hand it off to Brumbaugh. Lost the ball. Ball popped out. And there's a fight for it in the scrum. The Highclimbers say they have it. They do. Highclimbers take the ball back. The 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. That ball just poked out of there. I didn't see who recovered it. Jerry, did you?
Yeah, I did not see who got it. Well, that's the first turnover of the ball game, and a costly one. And that gives Shelton pretty good field position.
From their own 47, Goose will go out of the gun with Trykoff in the backfield. Looks like Menifee and Tiller. Wide to the near side. Tiller will go in motion. Turn around and a faked handoff, throw down the field, incomplete to Menifee, and a flag comes in.
They did call it. Are they going to call it? Yes.
Yeah.
He did get him. He interfered there, pass defense, pass interference.
Gabriel was going to hand the flag back to the referee. Jerry, did you see that? It's like, no, leave it there. Okay.
He was excited that it was called.
Yeah, I guess he was. So our first penalty of the ball game is going to be pass interference on the T-Birds, and that'll be 15 yards and the first down. So it puts the ball all the way up to the 47-yard line of Tumwater, 1st and 10.
And that's the first down for the Highclimbers. Tumwater has 3 first downs.
Okay. So reset that play clock. Goes to go out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. It's Menifee and Tiller. Trykoff in the backfield gets the handoff and tries to spin out of trouble and couldn't get out of the grasp of a couple of T-Birds there.
Let's see. Did he get to the line of scrimmage?
No, he lost one. Yeah. 2nd and 11, ball back at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Shelton has had no luck, has not had any luck running it up the middle. Pretty good defense so far by Tumwater.
Cordova comes out. He's so wide to the near side. Menifee goes wide to the far side. Going to be a pistol formation for the Highclimbers. Trykoff behind Goose. Will go out of the pistol. Turn around, hand it off to Trykoff. Tried to find some room up the middle, and I think he got a yard there, Jerry.
He had a hole, but it closed real quickly.
Exactly.
Gain of 1 on the play, Diedrich.
So it's going to be, well, be 3rd and 11, Jerry. So I don't know if he managed to squeak out a
you
yard.
might be right. I'm going to say no gain then. Yeah, you're right.
Menifee wide to the far side. Tiller and Cordova wide to the near side. Back to pass goes Goose. Looks to the near side. Throws to the far side. Menifee caught it. Trying to make a football move, and he fights for the 31, Jerry. A lot of running out there on that far side trying to find somewhere to go.
Yeah, Menifee Gabe did a nice job there of trying to get loose after he caught that pass. Gain of about 6 on the play.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
That ball's at the 31. 4th down coming. The Climbers are going to go for it here, I would imagine.
Now, Mason has completed all 3 passes.
Looks like their run package. The hammer is out there. Snap. Oh, Hellerton had a little bit high on that snap and threw off his timing, had nowhere to run. And the ball will go over on downs at the 30-yard line. So the Highclimbers couldn't capitalize on that turnover. And the T-Birds get the ball at their own 30.
Ellerton has been our breakaway back so far this season, in my opinion. If you're looking for that big play, he seems to be the one that comes up with it, Diedrich.
You're exactly right. Overbay goes under center. Brumbaugh in the backfield behind him. Man in motion, actually. He's going to go back to passes. Overbay going long. 2 guys down there. Same play as they had the last time they scored. And up the sidelines, scampering in for a big play right there is going to be Derek Thompson again.
70-yard touchdown pass, Diedrich.
It's the exact same play they scored their last touchdown on, Jerry.
Yes, same thing.
2 receivers out there. He had 2 guys to go to, and boom.
Yeah, Derek Thompson has caught 2 passes so far tonight, 1 for 30 and 1 for 70. Same play, same play.
Yeah. 1:21 to go in the first. And Stewart is on to kick the point after. Snap down. Ball's up and good. 14-0.
Who is the kicker there?
Stewart.
Stewart, okay.
Tumwater on top. We'll be right back. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. So the turnover by the T-Birds does not result in points for the Highclimbers, but the Tumwater team strikes 70 yards.
What's interesting, Carlos Smithini is supposed to be their leading rusher, and he's only carried it once so far.
So Stewart has it teed up to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Standing about the 10 are Fuller and Ellerton. Here's the run up and the kick. High and short again. This time, Heising will take it to the 30, breaks it outside, 40, 50. Trying to cut it back, stepped out of bounds at the 45 on the other side. What a nice little heads-up play.
Very nice run back.
Oh, it's time. Yeah, it was Cameron Heising with the reception at the 30 and returned it at, well, I thought he stepped out of the 45. They're going to mark him down at the 42.
Where did he get it at?
At the 30, so it's 27 yards.
Yep, nice punt return by Heising.
So
that's his second return.
Yeah, the Highclimbers get the ball into in the Tumwater territory. Menifee and Zapata go wide to the far side.
Cameron Heising had a 28-yard return there, Diedrich.
And the shift goes on as Wilsbaugh and Tiller go to the other side, and there's going to be a false start. So 5-yard, mark that off to the 47. It'll be 1st and 15.
That's the first penalty on Shelton. That was one good thing I saw in the last game. Shelton is cutting back on their penalties.
And a shift again. Turn around and fake the handoff. Goose pumps short, goes long, diving for that catch was Menifee up to the 21. Nice little grab there by Gabriel Menifee. Make it the 22.
25-yard pass play from Goose to Menifee.
He pumped for the short little screen pass, and then he went long and hit Menifee on the dive. So 1st and 10 from the 22 are the Highclimbers. Goose hands it off. Here's Trykoff fighting his way to the 15. Oh, I guess it was Ellerton? I thought it was Trykoff. Let's see. I guess it was Bradley Ellerton, Jerry.
Was it Ellerton?
Yeah, it was. I assumed that Trykoff was in there, but it's Ellerton.
8-yard run, did you?
Second and a couple from the 15. Ellerton again gets the handoff, slips one tackle, gets the first down to the 10. Still on his feet inside the 10, and he's still breaking tackles. He gets into the end zone. They called him dead, and forward progress stopped at the 9, Jerry, it looks like. Unfortunately, Ellerton got free. That's a 1st and goal, it looks like, Jerry.
Yeah, it's a third first down of the ball game. And then Ellerton is now stepping up here. Some couple nice carries.
So 1st and goal from the 10 are the Highclimbers. Goose out of the gun. I call that a pistol. Turn around, hand it off to Ellerton. Stutter steps and fights his way to about the 8. Depends on where they're going to spot him. Maybe just 1 yard, Jerry.
Okay. We'll give him 1.
So 2nd and goal from the 9 now. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 14-0, Tumwater on top. Shelton is threatening when we come back.
With every load secured, every cigarette butt that doesn't go out the window, every fast food bag that arrives at its proper destination, and every time we politely say, hey, there's a better place for that, Washington gets a little cleaner, a little safer, a little more breathtaking. Because small choices add up to a home we can all be proud of. We keep Washington litter-free.
Well, we head to the second quarter.
Yeah, what's interesting, Diedrich, is I like what Mark Smith's doing. He lets the same ball carrier carry it 3 or 4 times. And what you're doing, you're giving them a little bit of a rhythm there on that carries. He did that with Trykoff at the first of the game, and now he's given Ellerton that chance to carry it 3 or 4 times, or maybe more in a row. It just helps build up a little momentum, and it gives that runner a little bit more inspiration. I'm looking for another word.
That works. So the Highclimbers have a 2nd and goal from the 9. Goose will go out of the pistol. Ellerton in the back behind him. Tiller goes in motion. And Goose fakes the handoff, throws to the end zone. Catch and drop down there at the 1 yard line is Menifee. There's a flag on the play as well.
I think you got pass interference again, but let's see what the call is. Nice pass by Goose.
And Menifee was right there. They're going to say it was pass interference against the Tumwater. And they're going to, well, see, this happened against Montesano, where the Montesano scored a touchdown and there was a pass interference play. And they gave him the penalty as well. This is the same situation, but they're going to refuse it. And it's...
well, because look at the yardage they picked up.
Right, yeah, but
there would be no advantage to take it the other way because it would be only
half the distance. Right, you're right. Good point there, Jerry. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1 now.
You know what's interesting? Mason Goose is 5 for 5 on his passing game.
It's like the hammer's in there. It has direct snap in to score. It's going to be Bradley Ellerton, I believe. Yep, Ellerton with the touchdown, and the Highclimbers are on the board. with 11:38 to go in the first half.
And Diedrich, that's a 1-yard touchdown run by Bradley Ellerton.
And let's see here, who's coming in to kick the point after? It should be Wagner. John Wagner, the foreign exchange student from Germany. Holder is Trykoff. Kick is up. Did it get in there? It did. And it's 14-7. Shelton gets on the board. Tumwater will get the ball back, and they have the lead. We'll be back.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Waiting for the kickoff.
Yeah, Menifee's been the favorite target. He's got 3 passes for 38 yards.
11:38 to go here in the first half. 14 for Tumwater. Shelton just got on the board with a 7. And it looks like Kaiser will do the kicking off. Highclimbers took advantage of the good punt or the kickoff return. Give them a short field and they get points out of it. Here's the run up.
Yeah, they started the ball at the 47-yard line.
Right. Here's the run up and the kick. It's again on the ground. A little squibbler that's going to be picked up at the 26. And on the return, fighting across the 40. Who was that, Jerry? I didn't see the number. 23, I believe. Yeah,
23 was the one, yeah.
Cash Short gets the ball to the 43.
About a 30-yard kickoff for Kaiser and about a 12-yard return.
Trying to see if it's Overbay or is it Kastner in there at quarterback. It's going to be a handoff, and breaking it around the outside and scampering inside the 25 is number 15. That's Logan Cole. Yeah, it's still Overbay at quarterback, Jerry. I was thinking he might have been rotating his quarterbacks today, but he's not. So they're going to run him out at the 25.
And that was from the 21.
That was from the 43.
43, so 7. Nice run. 32-yard run by Cole.
So this time a handoff to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh cups it up the middle, and he fights his way inside the 40 or the 25. Or I'm getting my numbers wrong there. Inside the 10 now. And their T-Birds are marching quickly, Jerry.
Yeah, 15-yard carry by Brumbaugh.
It is a 1st and goal from the 9 for the T-Birds. Brumbaugh in the backfield. Overbay under center. Handed off again, Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh cups it up the middle, and he'll dive for the end zone. I think he got in there, Jerry. He did. Touchdown.
I think he did, yeah.
Yep, it's a touchdown. So a quick hit there for the Thunderbirds, man. They just marched right down the field.
Yeah, they returned the favor. That was a 9-yard touchdown run by Brumbaugh.
So here comes Lucas Stewart to kick the point after. Kastner is the holder. He started last week's game against Aberdeen. Snap a little bit off. Snap, the spot gets down, kick gets up, and it is good. 10:58 to go in the first half. It's now 21-7. Tumwater with the lead.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
Well, we're in for a high-scoring game, Jerry.
Yeah, so far, Tumwater has pretty well, they like to run the ball and then throw that deep pass. And Brumbaugh has carried it 4 times, and Cole has carried it 2 times. Cole has got quite an average, 23 yards per carry.
Stewart has it teed up. This is interesting. I noticed this in the Aberdeen game, Jerry, that the kickoff unit starts out in the crouched position. There's a run up and the kick high, a little bit deeper this time. It's like Fuller's going to take it at the 16, bobble it, picked it back up. He's going to run around the outside to the 25, cuts it up the seam at the 30 and dives up to the 34. They're going to stop. They was down to the 33, Jerry, but a good return after a little bit of a bobble.
Yeah, that was the longest kickoff for Tumwater, and a nice return by Fuller.
So the Highclimbers get the ball with 10:50 to go in the half, trailing at 21-7. Trykoff comes in the backfield. Goose will go out of the gun. Menifee, the receiver, to the near side. Cordova goes wide to the far side. Actually, Goose is going to go out of the pistol with Trykoff behind him. 2 tight ends behind the line. Menifee walks inside. High snap, hand off to Trykoff, trying to find some running room up the middle, and nothing but a brick wall, Jerry.
Yeah.
Just a wall of white there.
And especially with that formation. They're not getting anything.
Yeah.
No, they have not had any success running it up the middle.
Tiller will go wide. Well, he'll go into the slot on the far side with Cordova. Menifee in the near side. Out of the gun will go Goose. Trykoff behind him. Snap a little high. Little dump off to Tiller. Tiller gets the screen pass. Nobody in front of him. He'll lower his shoulders and he'll get to the 35, Jerry.
Yeah.
So they're going to call it 36. That's a little better.
Gain of 3 on the play?
Yeah, looks that way.
Okay. Now, so far, even though most of them have been swing passes, Goose is 6 for 6 in the passing game.
Goose will go out of the gun, and a little bit of a hard count there and offsides. That makes it 3rd and short now.
Nice job by Goose.
He had them all split out wide. He had 2 receivers on each side, and the penalty will make it 3rd down, and it looks like 2.
Well, good call by Mason Goose.
So the ball will be spotted at the 41. Clock will be wound back up with 9:40 to go in the half.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a running situation instead of a passing situation.
Yeah, the hammer
on 3rd.
Yeah, the hammer's out there.
Uh-huh.
With Fuller and Ellerton in this little wing formation. And here's a little reverse to Ellerton. Ellerton, he got really close to that first down marker.
I think he got it.
Depends on which referee, and there's a flag that comes flying in at the end of the play.
And we got that drone up there, which we've talked about. We don't think it's legal to have it.
Well, not illegal, just against the WIAA rules.
Yeah, but that was...
The ball is very close to the line to gain. I don't think he did get it, but what's the flag about?
I think it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Tumwater. Did you see the call?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Jerry. As you were saying it, he was signaling it, and he had it right away. So that'll give the Highclimbers another 15 yards on top of the first down.
Who was the ball carrier on that?
It was Ellerton.
Okay.
Highclimbers have the ball at the Tumwater 43, 42, excuse me, 1st and 10.
4th first down.
Wind the clock with 9:15 to go in the half. 21-7 is their score. Tumwater with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Goose will go out of the pistol. And Ellerton is in the backfield with him. Tiller will go in motion. It's like Menifee, the wide out. Little play action, throws it deep and just out of reach for Menifee. Incomplete it goes. This is
but he did have the right idea.
Yeah.
If it had been thrown a little shorter, I think Menifee would have caught it and it would have been a touchdown if he'd let him just right.
That was the first miss by Mason.
Yes, it is the first miss.
2nd and 10 from the 42 are the Highclimbers. Goose again out of the gun. Menifee, the wide receiver on the far side. Hand it off to Ellerton. Ellerton finds some running room around the outside, and he'll get to the 35. Or yes, the 35. That's a 7-yard pickup, Jerry.
Ellerton has been running the ball here in the second quarter for the Highclimbers, and he's been doing pretty well. He's had a couple really nice gains, one for 8 and one for 7.
So 3rd and 3 coming at the 35. 8.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Goose goes wide to the far side, and an inside snap actually direct to Tiller. Tiller managed to get maybe a yard, as the T-Birds were not fooled by that direct snap, especially when you send your quarterback out wide.
Well, you've got a 4th down here, and we're in 4th down territory.
Right. It's like 4th and 2 from the 34.
We're either going to have a screen pass or they're going to run it.
Goes again wide out. Snap over the head of Ellerton. Ellerton lost it, and the T-Birds fall on it. Either way, it was going back to the T-Birds if that play had even a chance to develop. So I guess that would go down as a fumble, and each team has a turnover now.
Although that's an interesting situation there. You'd call that a turnover?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a 4th down?
Yeah, it's a turnover, Jerry. He lost the ball.
He did lose the ball.
If it was over on downs, it would have been up further.
We got somebody hurt here.
I think it's Ellerton, Jerry.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure. Training crew is out there to attend to him.
Okay.
He's up. Yeah, it's Bradley Ellerton.
That's good.
He came away from one of those plays near the goal line, kind of a little bit gimpy as well, Jerry, at the end of the first quarter.
Well, I know in the Centralia game or the Montesano game, he came up limping a couple times.
Yeah, it was Montesano.
Was that Montesano?
Yeah, it was Montesano. So the Thunderbirds get the ball. They have a 1st and 10 on their own 45. Overbay under center. Brumbaugh in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff to him and get it to the second guy through, and that is Cole. Logan Cole gets 5.
3rd carry by Cole.
2nd down and 5 yards to go.
7.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-7. Tumwater with the lead in the ball at midfield. Hand off to Brumbaugh. He'll cut it up the middle. Look at him go. See ya, guys. Nobody's going to get him. Heising tried, but boom.
50-yard touchdown run by James Brumbaugh.
That makes it 27-7 with 7:18 remaining in the first half.
I'm still surprised that Matheny has not seen the ball but once.
Well, I'm just going off of what I saw in the Aberdeen game.
Well, yeah, and I watched part of that too, and you're right.
So Stewart's on to kick the point after. Those snaps are off, but he had the holder, which is Kastner, doing a good job placing down. The kick is up and good, and it makes it 28-7 with 7:18 remaining. We'll be right back.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Well, good luck.
And we're back here. Kickoff from the Tumwater T-Birds after another touchdown, making it 28-7. 7:18 to go in the first half. Stewart has it teed up at the 40.
Let's see if Shelton can answer again they did answer after the second T-Bird touchdown. Let's see if they can answer here in the last part of the second quarter.
Menifee and Fuller are back deep. All the kickoffs have been short for Stewart so far tonight. And this one he's going to boot deep, and it'll drive Fuller back to the 7. And he gets a couple of blockers and returns it about the 22.
15-yard return by Fuller.
That'll be 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers.
And you notice, Diedrich, each kickoff is getting a little deeper. That was 53 yards.
Yeah, that was the longest kickoff that he has done, and they're actually going to spot the ball down at the 23, so 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers.
Nice return by Fuller.
Menifee and Zepeda go wide to the far side. Goose will go out of the gun, and Trykoff is in the backfield. Tight ends shift over. Hand it off to Trykoff, trying to bounce it outside, gets to 25, and fights up to about the 28-yard line. A good little run for Dante Trykoff.
5-yard gain?
No more than that, Jerry. It's 6. Yeah, okay. 6. Not by much more than the 5 yards. So 2nd and 4 from the 29. Out of the gun will go Goose. Got 2 receivers on the near side. And a handoff again to Trykoff, trying to find some running room around the right side. And, I'm sorry, the left side. And, no, well, he might have snuck out a yard there, maybe 2. We'll give him 2, Jerry.
Yeah, let's give him 2.
Up to the 31.
Now we're going to see Trykoff run it 3 or 4 or 5 times.
They're still attending to Ellerton on the sidelines. I think he just took a hard hit there.
Uh-huh. He's pretty durable. He's going to bounce back in.
So 3rd and 2 from the 31. Again, 2 receivers on the far side for Goose will go out of the gun. Tiller will go in motion back to the end of the line. Hand off to, it's not. It's a pass out to Menifee, and it's just out of his reach.
Did they have this faked out at first? It looked like it was going to be a handoff.
Oh, it had me faked out. I thought it was a handoff. But then I see
first, yeah.
Yeah, and so that brings up 4th and 2, and Goose will be punting away for the Highclimbers.
But that was a good attempt, a good try.
I believe it's Thompson back about his 38. Goose gets a spinning kick, actually, and it'll take a Tumwater bounce, and it'll be grabbed there and downed by Hunter Leth at the 43.
24-yard punt by Goose. The thing is, even though it did take a little bit of a Tumwater bounce, there was no return. That was a good thing, I guess.
So the T-Birds will start out on the 40, their own 43-yard line with 5:50 to go in the half. They lead at 28-7. Upper Bay will go under center. Brumbaugh in the backfield. One receiver wide. The Highclimbers jump into that in that neutral zone, and that will be a 5-yard penalty. You don't need to give Tumwater any yards, Jerry.
No.
So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 48.
But Diedrich, the nice thing is that's only the 2nd penalty on Shelton for two penalties for 10 yards. But you're right. You don't need to give him anything.
Quick snap, handoff to Brumbaugh. He'll try to sneak it up middle, and he manages to drag a couple of Highclimbers with him to the 45. So that's a 7-yard pickup, 1st down. Actually, was it? No,
it was 12.
It was 26. It's 26 with the carry, right? Or was that a 25?
I had 26.
I have 26 too. Unless that 6 is a 5, I don't know.
Well, then it would have been Matheny.
Yeah, I think it's still Brumbaugh in the backfield.
Yeah,
2 receivers on each side. Quick little dump-off pass to Malroy. Malroy, nice move up there, the sidelines. Got a good block outside as well. And that'll be complete. Should be enough for the first down at the 34. Very close. Yeah, it's going to be first down.
And Kastner, number 19, the quarterback.
It's number 14, Jerry. It's Overbay.
Is it Overbay?
It's
in there
Overbay,
now?
yes.
Okay.
He's been in all game.
Oh,
Quick handoff to
okay.
Brombaugh, I believe. Now, let's see. Actually, that might be Matheny, Jerry. That is Matheny. And we've got a Highclimbers having some trouble getting back off the turf, Jerry. I think it's Carter Whitney. No, it's not Carter Whitney. It might be Hunter Leth.
Ooh.
I guess all those runs for 26 are going to be for 25, Jerry, so we had that wrong the whole time.
Was that?
So that was...
Who carried that ball?
That was I'm saying, Jerry, I thought it was Brombaugh because the 5 looks like a 6, and I think all of the time it's been Carlos Matheny.
We can make that change. It's logical.
Yeah, it is very logical.
It's very logical what you just said. So I will make that change, okay?
Well, as they attend to the downed Highclimber, yeah, it's Hunter Leth hopping off on 1 foot, I believe. Is that a 3? These jerseys are folding up on me, Jerry. Yeah, it looks like a 34, isn't it?
Nice to see him up off the field.
Or is that a 24?
That's always a good sign. So here we go.
These numbers are just folding up on me. Yeah, that was Hunter Leth. So it's second down and 7. Ball at the 32-yard line for the T-Birds. With 4:49 to go, and wind that clock. 2 receivers on each side. Overbay will go out of the gun.
Yeah, that is a 5.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give Matheny.
It's going to be all those runs that we thought were Brombaugh. And a little pump and go and wide open down there. Oh, intercepted, but there's going to be a flag on that play.
He hit him just before it went into his hands. It's a good call.
Ball popped up. Crowd does not like it at all. As Phoenix Olashea had the pick off there. They're going to huddle up on this one, or the refereeing crew. That was really close, Jerry.
I think it was a good call. He hit him just before that ball was going to go into his hands.
Yeah. Let's see if I can see it on the stream monitor here, Jerry. Yep, they're going to get pass interference on the Highclimbers. So 15 yards and a first down. That'll put the ball up at the 17-yard line. And a 1st and 10 for Tumwater.
Yeah, their 7th first down. I can see why the crowd thought it was a bad call.
Oh, it's right there. It's a boom, boom play, man. Under center, handoff to Matheny. Matheny runs into a Highclimber at the 13-yard line. Oh, Blaze Andrews just was a brick wall there.
Yeah, it looks like he only picked up 3 on that play.
He did. So the ball's actually going to be spotted at the 14. So again, the T-Birds will send one wide. Matheny will be the back behind Overbay. This time it'll be a handoff, and this is Logan Cole on the carry to the 10. The 3rd down and 3 coming. Ball spotted right at the 10. 3:45 to go in the half. Tumwater with a 28-7 lead, and they're knocking on the door again. The 3rd and 3 from the Highclimber 10. Overbay under center. Matheny in the backfield, handoff to him. He jumps, stops, changes directions, fights inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
Gain of 6 on the play by Matheny.
That's Matthew with the carry.
It'll be first and goal from the 4.
Initial tackle for the Highclimbers.
So I went back and made that change and gave those yards to Carlos Smithini.
Okay. Clock is running with 3:10 to go in the half.
And that's my fault for not picking that up for you.
Oh, it's that 5-6 in the fold of the jersey. Overbay's going out of the gun this time. Matheny beside him, back to pass goes Overbay, looks to the end zone, throws to the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown, number 45 it looked like, Jerry. Jacob Dillon, is that right? Yep, Jacob Dillon with the touchdown catch from 4 yards out. And Tumwater extends its lead to 34-7 with 2:48 to go in the half. And Stewart comes on to kick the point after. The only thing I've noticed about the kicking formation, Jerry, is the snap is always a little bit off. And Kastner, the holder, does a great job getting it.
Bringing it down?
Yeah, it's just a little bit off, and he brings it across his body. Something that they might want to work on a little bit. Again, it was a little outside. Kick is up and good, however, and it's 35-7 with 2:48 to go in the half.
And Stewart's 5 for 5.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Well, another touchdown, another kickoff coming for the Tumwater T-Birds. It's 35-7 with 2:48 to go in the first half.
How many yards was that touchdown run?
4.
Okay, thank you.
It wasn't a run, it was a pass.
Yeah, the pass, yeah.
It's a pass.
4-yard pass. Okay, thank you.
So Stewart has it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. It's like Fuller on the far side. I think it's Menifee on the near side. Jerry can't see once he's not turning and facing. Here's the run up and the kick. It's going to go to Fuller. He'll take it at the 12. It's a blocker in front of him. It's Menifee, and he's trying to change his direction. He'll get just back just shy of the 20.
8-yard return at a 48-yard kickoff. Yeah, Fuller was trying to get loose there, you know.
Yeah, trying to find something in the middle of the field. So the Highclimbers will start out just shy of their own 20 with a 1st and 10. 2:40 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, they've been kicking to Fuller's side. And the kickoffs have been pretty good the last 3 times.
Cordova goes wide to the far side. Menifee wide to the near side. Trykoff in the backfield. Actually, there's going to be 2. Tiller on the far side as well in the slot. Dante will go out of the formation in motion, back to pass, and we're going to get some whistle here, right? And a false start. Somebody took off a little early.
Yeah.
So 5 yards backwards, and it's 1st and 15 from the 15.
4th penalty on Shelton for a total of 30 yards. And I want to also apologize. Overbay has been been the quarterback for Tumwater, number 14. And I think we've got it cleared up with number 25, Carlos Matheny, being the workhorse tonight for Tumwater.
Empty backfield now, and I think we have is it another false start, or yes, it is another false start on the Highclimbers.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be 1st and 20 back at the 10. Highclimbers are going the wrong direction here late in the second quarter, trailing by a bunch, 35-7. 2:37 to go here in the first half. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side. Out of the gun will go Goose. Faked, oh boy. Handed it off, and Dante Trykoff nowhere. I mean, nowhere to go.
Yeah, they've had no luck running it up the middle. That's a loss there.
And the first time out of the ball game was called by Tumwater. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, helps you know what local government is doing with live video streams of meetings for the Mason County Commission, the Shelton City Council, the Shelton School Board, and the North Mason School Board. You can also watch past meetings of these entities as well as the Port of Allen Commission. Mason Web TV also covers the Port of Shelton Commission, the League of Women Voters of Mason County, and select informational meetings from the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce, and the North Mason Community Voice. If you want to see what is going on, check out MasonWebTV.com daily. Speaking of the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce and the North Mason Chamber of Commerce, there is a candidates forum Monday at 6 p.m. from the Colonial House. We'll be streaming that live because there's limited space in that little area, but anyone's welcome to
What's
attend.
the format on that?
That is your regular Q&A, not like last night's speed dating format. Highclimbers have a 2nd and 20 back at the at their own 5-yard line. Triple receivers wide to the near side. Actually, it's going to be Fuller, Tiller, and I'm thinking it's, can't really see. Is that Goose? No, actually, this is going to be a completed pass on the near side. It was Menifee, okay. So Menifee managed to get 3 yards. Another timeout by the T-Birds. Was that on the T-Birds? I believe so.
That was a little bit of a dangerous pass there. Because I think Tumwater's starting to read that pretty well. And it was almost an interception.
Hey, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter with the handle, at Mason Web TV. Also consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel. Hit that bell to be notified the next time we go live. We just initiated the handle of at Mason Web TV on YouTube. Got that authorization yesterday, actually. And you can also find us on the Twitch video streaming platform.
Well, congratulations on that. That's good.
Well, I don't know if it's congratulations. It's just something they've just started to certain select people.
Okay.
I guess. So it's 3rd down and 22 from the 8. Goose will go out of the gun. Back to pass, looks to the outside and dumps it off to Menifee. Menifee scooped it up off the turf, but it was on the turf, so down it goes. And 4th down coming, so it looks like Goose is going to boot it out of his end zone, Jerry.
Yeah, and the sad thing is Goose is not having enough time to throw deep. They're having to throw those swing passes. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Tumwater called their 3rd timeout. I'm not sure why. The clock had stopped.
Well,
I guess they want to get on the same page. Hey, every Friday, MasonWebTV.com provides helpful driving tips with the Wise Drive, a weekly column by Doug Dahl, a Target Zero manager for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission, and a self-confessed traffic safety nerd. The Wise Drive is like Dear Abby, but for driving. The column is primarily driven by reader questions, but also covers current traffic safety issues. The Wise Drive appears in numerous newspapers in Washington State and is posted to MasonWebTV.com every Friday. And this week he's talking about those caution speeds, those advisory speeds on corners and such, and what they really mean. Are they a speed limit? Short answer is yes, they are. But it's a little bit more to it.
I need to read that article.
Yeah, Doug gets into details about
that. Sounds
like
a good article.
It is. I kind of skimmed through it. I didn't have a chance to actually read it before I put it live on MasonWebTV.com this morning. So 4th and 22. Ball, actually, it's more than that. It's 23. Ball back at the 24, actually. A ball back at the 20, or at the 7-yard or 6-yard line. Goose is going to be booting from about 5 yards deep in his end zone. Oh, he's going to fake it. He's going to lob it up. And, it's incomplete. Intended for Menifee, and good defense by Derek Thompson to break that up, and that'll give a really short field for the T-Birds.
The reason why Tumwater called that 3rd timeout is that they still have almost 2 minutes left on the clock, and they're looking for another score.
Well, they're going to get the ball at the Shelton 6.5-yard line, it looks like, Jerry, with first and goal. And they've had very little trouble down here on the defense. Tumwater quickly out of their huddle, get in the formation. Overbay under center. Turn around, hand it off to Matheny. Matheny dragging a couple of Highclimbers inside the 5 to the 2.
Gain of 3 on the play. Yeah, Matheny's been a workhorse tonight.
Spotted down there at the 3-yard line, Jerry.
Okay.
Quickly, the T-Birds break the huddle. Same formation. Oh, handoff and diving in for the end zone, and is
Cole.
Yep, Logan Cole, and it's touchdown. No, he's not a touchdown. It is not a touchdown. He's just short of the line, the goal line, Jerry.
Indeed, must have hit the ground before the goal line.
So it's going to be 3rd and about a half a foot, Jerry.
Okay. I'm going to give him 3 yards on that.
Tumwater quickly up, and a sneak by Overbay. No problem there. Another touchdown on the board, and it is now 41-7.
So quarterback sneak.
Yep. And Tumwater comfortably in control with 1:04 to go in the first half.
A 1-yard touchdown run.
So
we rounded up.
Yeah. Lucas Stewart on to kick the point after. Again, the holder is Ethan Kastner, doing an excellent job at putting those balls down, Jerry. Each one have been right. That was the best snap
that was a good snap
I've seen tonight.
6 for 6
and
on the point after tips.
It is 42-7 with 1:04 to go in the half. I said it the last time, Tumwater scored another touchdown, another kickoff, and the T-Birds have a 42-7 lead. And Lucas Stewart has it teed up again to kick it back to the Highclimbers.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, good.
Fuller and Menifee back deep. Kick is on the ground this time. It'll be fell on at the 32.
Was that Husing?
No, it's Roy Perez.
Perez?
Yep.
Good.
Or Journey Bear, as they call him. They fell on it at the 32, and the Highclimbers have a minute 4 to work and 68 yards to go.
28-yard kickoff.
Looks like it's Menifee and Cordova from the outside in. Pistol formation for Goose. Trykoff the back behind him. And a handoff to Trykoff, got a lead blocker there and manages to gut out 5 yards.
Yeah, nice run by Trykoff. You're right. 5 yards?
Yeah, 5 yards. Well, maybe 6. They're spotted down at the 38, so give them 6, and it's second and 4. Same formation, receivers on the opposite side. Tiller and Wilsbaugh will shift over, and Trykoff finds a little bit of running room around the left side this time, gets the first down up to the 45, maybe the 46.
10-yard run. 10-yard run by Trykoff. That's his longest run of the night. Before that, he had 2 6-yard runs.
Under 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Goose is going out of the gun this time. Wilsbaugh and the Tiller shift, and Tiller. Now it's going to be a pass. Oh boy, Goose got out of some trouble there. He's going to scramble, throw it at the feet of Zapata incomplete, stopping the clock with 11 seconds.
Yeah, he did a good job getting out of trouble.
Oh, I thought he was sacked, Jerry. He had a guy right there at his feet, and he just kind of stepped over him, Jerry.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10 from the 46 are the Highclimbers with 11 seconds.
But unfortunately, his pass was he was hurried a little bit. His pass was short.
Either way, it's stops the clock. And what do we have, a penalty on the play as well? I guess we did have a penalty. I didn't see the call, Jerry, or any longer.
I did not see the yellow hanky.
Now what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's a timeout.
The Highclimbers did call a timeout.
That's their first.
I don't even know what the penalty was, Jerry.
Well.
No, every Thursday, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, presents the Shelton City Council Looking Ahead, a weekly preview of the next Shelton City Council meeting with City Manager Jeff Knighton. Each week, Manager Knighton briefs Diedrich Allen, that's me, on the top items coming before the City Council during their next meeting. That's Shelton City Council Looking Ahead every Thursday on MasonWebTV.com. And their next meeting on Tuesday, pretty light agenda, but it's pretty heavy stuff. They're going to talk about wastewater and lodging tax and the awards that go along with that.
I think that was a defensive holding penalty.
No, it's more than that, Jerry, because it's 10 yards.
Yeah, so it wasn't. It was not unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, it's 10 yards on the guys in white and green, or white and gold. I didn't even see any laundry out there. I didn't see anything.
I didn't either, but I'm pretty sure that was what the call was.
More than likely, the ball spotted at the 46, 1st and 10. Goes out of the gun, back to pass he goes. He'll dump it off, and it's complete to Trykoff. Trykoff on the middle screen has some blockers, gets the first down and a little bit more, and that'll stop the clock with 2 seconds and another timeout by the Highclimbers. The Sticks would have stopped the clock at about 3, you would have thought.
Yeah, anytime you get that first down, they stop the clock.
Well, then they winded once they set the chains, and that would have been no time. So Coach Smith calls a timeout to get one more play out of this half. So business owners, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, can help you reach potential customers and expand your client base while showing your support for student athletes. How, you say? By becoming a broadcast sponsor. We have 3 levels of sponsorship that will put your business in front of our viewers. Check out our contact page for information, and you can also find it on our, we have a sponsor advertised on Mason Web TV's website as well, or page on the website, so just check that out as well, MasonWebTV.com.
And I know you treat the sponsors really well.
Oh, I try to do my best. So 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Goose out of the gun. Back to pass he goes, looking for the end zone. He's going to launch it downfield. Got guys down there, and it's knocked away, and that'll be the half.
The Hail Mary, huh?
Yeah, that was as close to Hail Mary as you can get. All right, so we're through a half. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with some statistics as well as the homecoming activities here at Highclimber Stadium and Jack Stark Field. Halftime score, Tumwater 42, Shelton 7.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Let 211 be your guiding light for help with food, healthcare, and other resources.
211, how can I help you?
Call 211 or visit 211.org. 211, get connected, get help.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
And we're back here. It's halftime. Just in time for a performance by the dance team.
Lizzie is an amazing performer and always gives 100% of any challenge she is given. She is such an amazing individual with a true passion for dance. Lizzie cares about her team and has grown so much as a performer through the season. Her positive attitude and spirit are contagious. So congratulations, Lizzie. Now please give it up for your Shelton High School dance team.
Champ, you and me, and do your job. Bird is the name, they wanna get the chain. Turn up for the watch, cause he plain Jane.
Well, Jerry doing his job statistically, and he just did miss the good performance. I think he did, Jerry.
I did.
You have to watch the replay.
Okay, I will.
Well, halftime score, Tumwater 42, Shelton 7. We have homecoming activities here at the half. And here goes the... have the halftime, well, the coronation, the, what do you call it, homecoming court, right?
Yes.
Jerry, that's what it is. And they're going to go under the ROTC as they are out here, as you can see right there.
Should we do the statistics afterwards?
Yeah, we'll do the statistics afterwards.
Okay,
Jerry.
thanks.
We got some time here. So we'll turn things over to, oh, they're down here below me. Let's change this camera to that location. Just waiting for things to start here. Okay. We're about ready to get underway here with our royalty from homecoming.
Thank you so much for being at our homecoming parade this evening. Welcome
alumni, especially the alumni of the classes of 91, 92, and 93. It is my honor tonight to introduce to you our homecoming royalty and homecoming court. We have the honor of having our honor guard present to you this evening. We have Cadet Lieutenant Commander Warnoff, Cadet Ensign Martin, Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Stevens, Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Moore, Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Alejo, Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class McCraslin, Cadet Petty Officer 1st Class Alonzo Tomas, Cadet Seaman Apprentice Elliott will be our honor guard this evening. Without further ado, we are going to start with our freshman royalty. Our freshman royalty is Alana Mitchell, the daughter of Ashley Perrine. Alana is proudly involved in the NJROTC here at Shelton High School. When not at school, Alana enjoys practicing her roller skating and drawing. Meeting her friend Lindsay has been her best school memory so far, and Chief Gonzi has been her most influential teacher. After high school, Alana plans to go into the Navy and then pursue animation. And she is accompanied this evening by our three seniors who are on the senior court because Troy Green, our other freshman royalty, could not be here this evening. Troy Green is the son of Jeremy Green and Krista Green, who also plays football and enjoys hamburgers. Coach Riley is the person that most has made a difference in his life so far, and after graduation, Troy would like to attend trade school. Our sophomore royalty is represented by Andy Rooks and Abraham Cruz Santos. Andy is quite involved with summer activities and sports here at Shelton High School. Andy listed football as a club she's most involved in, which makes sense as going to state competition with DECA has been a favorite high school memory. Andy participates in volleyball, basketball, and softball, and when not at school, you will find Andy hanging out with friends and playing sports. Andy's Aunt Kelly has been the most influential adult in her life, and when Andy grows up, she would like to become a nurse practitioner. Abraham Cruz Santos, our other sophomore royalty, says his sister Amanda is the most encouraging and influential person in his life. Along with his sister Amanda, he is also the son of Robbie and Fernando Cruz Santos. His best memory of high school was his first day of school, and Abraham enjoys supporting all of our sports teams. He plans on joining powerlifting this year, and after graduation, he plans on owning a farm with his sister. Next up is our junior royalty. Carly Bend is the daughter of Rachel and Marcus Bend. You might see Carly on Friday night here cheering on our football team as she is a third-year varsity cheerleader. Outside of school, she enjoys hanging out with friends and camping. Carly's best high school memory is meeting Connor McCullough freshman year. And she says the most influential adult in her life so far is her cheer coach, Coach Stoney. After graduating, Carly plans to pursue nursing. Carly is accompanied by fellow junior Connor McCullough. Connor is the son of Dawn and Giovanna McCullough. Connor plays tennis and soccer for Shelton. In fact, it is those tennis and soccer coaches, as well as his weightlifting coaches, who have been the most influential people in his life. When Connor is not playing tennis or soccer, he enjoys coming to the high school football games and hanging out with his friends. Connor's favorite high school memory is, well, get this, meeting Carly his freshman year. After graduating, Connor plans on becoming an architect. And now, to introduce our senior court. Danica Squire. Danica is the daughter of Jesse and Richard Squire. Danica is very involved at SHS by playing volleyball, basketball, and being an ASB officer, senior class officer, involved in pep club and leadership class. Outside of school, Danica plays a lot of fast pitch and enjoys helping out in the community. The best high school memory is hitting her first home run off of the WF West pitcher. Danica's parents never miss a game and supports everything she does, which is why they are both her most important people in her life. After graduating, Danica would like to be a teacher or dental hygienist. Marco Guzman. Marco is the son of Elvira and Marco Guzman. Cheerleading, track, leadership, and pep club keeps Marco busy. Outside school, Marco is obsessed with cheer and prepping and preparing for cheer after graduation, hanging out with friends, and shopping. Cheer prom season has been Marco's best high school memory, and cheer coach Stoney has been Marco's most influential person so far. Marco plans a career in special education after graduation. Track, National Honor Society, leadership class, ASB officer duties, senior class officer duties. Keep Kennedy very busy at Shelton High School, and outside of school, Kennedy stays busy dancing, hanging out with friends, snowboarding, and camping. What a very busy kid. Kennedy's best high school memory is getting second state in dance team her junior year. Her mom and her dad are Kennedy's most influential adults in her life. And after graduation, Kennedy plans to become a lawyer. Bradley Ellington. Bradley is the son of proud parent Heather Mincy. You may have heard Bradley's name over the loudspeakers on any given Friday night during football season, as that is what he is most involved in here. His best memory of school includes beating Highline High School with his 84-yard punt return last year, his junior year. When he's not playing football, you can find Bradley hanging out with friends, playing video games, or eating his favorite food of spicy, crispy chicken sandwiches. His mom is his adult that has had the most positive impact in his life. Layla Hansen. Layla on the soccer field as the varsity soccer captain here at Shelton High School. Outside of school, you will find Layla playing soccer and volunteering at the District 11 Fire Department. Her favorite memory is freshman homecoming. Layla plans to become a paramedic firefighter after graduating. Layla would like to thank her dad for coaching her and Mr. Thompson for getting her involved in the medical field. And finally, Daniel Tausa. Daniel's most important people are his father, Jacob Tausa, mother, Kelly Weeks, and girlfriend, Layla Hansen. While at Shelton High School, Daniel has been very involved in football and wrestling, and he is often down at football practice or wrestling practices, always joyfully helping others on his team. Outside of school, you can still find Daniel actively playing in sports and working on cars. Winning his first wrestling match is Daniel's best high school memory, and Mr. Byer, our automotive teacher, is the most positively impactful person in Daniel's life. After high school, Daniel plans to pursue aerospace engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your court and your warrant winners, homecoming royalty, Zoe and Monica Putney. We are now going to find out who is the winner of our royalty. Never tried this before. But we're going to put some confetti in.
All right, so there you go, Jerry.
All right.
Yeah, that's a different way to announce your.
It was pretty neat. I thought it was great.
Oh, we'll see a lot of Danica Squire coming up in fast-paced season. She didn't play a lot last year, I don't believe. Did she?
Who's that?
Danica Squire.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did. Never
Catcher.
mind. Yeah, that's right. Never mind. Okay. All right. Well, we're back to football, and let me put my score back up here. Wait a minute. Well, Jerry's got some statistics. It's halftime. Tumwater 42, Shelton 7. Jerry, take it away.
We're going to start with Shelton. Shelton had 6 first downs. Mason Goose was 8 for 14 on his passing attempts. He completed 8 passes, of course, for 57 yards. On the ground, Shelton had 20 carries for 52 yards. The leading ball carriers were Bradley Ellington, had 7 carries for 25 yards, about a 3.5 per carry. And Dante Trikoff had 12 carries for 26 yards, and he was averaging about 2.3 yards per carry. So those were your 2 leading ball carriers. Bradley Ellington, 25 yards, and Trikoff for 26. So if you add the 57 yards in the air with the 52 yards on the ground, that equals 109 yards total for the Highclimbers. They had 1 turnover. That was, and you were correct the way you said that. I was debating it, and you were right.
It was a 4th down punt.
Yeah.
And
because it was turned over.
Yeah, the ball went over.
Yeah, so there was 1 turnover for the Highclimbers, recovered by Tumwater on that. So 1 fumble for the Highclimbers. Bradley Ellington scored on a 1-yard touchdown run, and the point after attempt was good by John Wagner. At that time, the score was 14-7 when they scored that touchdown.
Right.
Mason Goose was the punter tonight, and Brandon Kaiser has been the one that's done the kickoffs. Jaden Fuller had 2 returns. One, his longest was for 20 yards, and Cameron Heisen had a 28-yard return.
Right.
So that was the a kind of a highlight on the kickoff returns for the Highclimbers. So you're looking at 109 yards total, okay? And we're looking at 6 first downs. Tumwater.
What can you say?
Yeah, they had 8 first downs. Alex Overbay completed 8 of 9 passes. He completed those 8 passes for 137 yards. His leading receiver was Derek Thompson, who caught 3 passes for 105 yards. On the ground, Tumwater had 18 carries for 179 yards. The leading ball carrier, and I was wrong this whole time.
You and me both.
Carlos Matheny was the workhorse. He had 11 carries for 126 yards. And Logan Cole had 5 carries for 51 yards. If you add the 137 yards and the 179 yards, we have a total of 316
and a half.
Wow.
Well, yeah, we can see that, and we're not going to have a whole lot of time for much here, Jerry, as Highclimbers will get the ball to start the quarter.
I'll do that scoring summary at the end of the game.
Yeah, we'll worry about that.
Okay.
And so the Highclimbers get the ball to start the third quarter. They're trailing 42-7. Let's get the graphics off the screen and get ready to play some ball. And I'm way behind in my commercial.
Well, it was a long halftime.
It was a long halftime, and we got to see the dance team and the royalty court. So, well, I'm sure we'll catch up here.
Yeah, and congratulations to the whole court.
Here's a run-up and the kick. And the ball will be picked up at about the 3. This is Fuller. Returns to 25, 30, 40, still on his feet, and he'll be dropped at the 44-yard line. What a good run back of, 41 yards?
That was a 41-yard return, and it was a nice kickoff, the longest kickoff for Tumwater. That was a kickoff of 57 yards. Nice return by Fuller.
So Highclimbers start out on their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. See what they can put together here to start the quarter. At the beginning of the broadcast, we briefly talked about the middle 4, or the middle 8, the last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. Well, Tumwater won the last 4 minutes of the first half. We'll see if the Highclimbers can make something up here in the first 4 minutes of the second half.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah, there's a handoff, and Kickoff right back to the line of scrimmage, and I think he might have got a yard to the 45.
Yeah, we'll give him a yard. You explained that really well. Good job.
Well, I didn't explain the reason for it, but
well, if you could score the last touchdown of the first half and then get the ball at the beginning of the second half, that's momentum.
It's another little fake handoff. This one's a screen pass to Tiller. Tiller rolls over a couple of guys into Tumwater territory. They're going to spot him right at midfield, however. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. So you don't expect the big man to do exactly that off of a pass.
He's athletic, though.
Oh, yeah, I know he is, but you just don't expect it. So Goose will go out of the pistol. It's got Menifee wide to the far side, and in the slot on the far side is Tiller, who'll go in motion. And we're going to get a false start. I guess it's going to go out there on somebody flinched. Well, they're calling this false start really tight, Jerry.
Yeah.
So it makes a 3rd and 4, a 3rd and 9. And
First penalty of this half.
Yeah, the ball back at the 45-yard line. Puts the Highclimbers back in their own territory. The clock is running with 10:40 remaining in the third quarter.
That negated Brad Tiller's nice run.
It did. So same formation. Kickoff goes out of the backfield in motion. Back to pass goes Goose. He'll gun it there. Ball pops into the air. off the fingertips of Tiller, incomplete, it falls.
It was a nice pass by Mason Goose.
Yeah,
a little high,
little zip on that ball. We know Mason's got the arm on him, and he's going to have to punt with a 4th and 9 from the 45. Reed on the near side, Thompson on the far side, standing about the 20-yard line, waiting for this punt from Goose on the 4th and 9.
Goose's longest punt has been 32 yards.
They get a nice spiraling kick that'll be caught at the 29. This is Reed. Reed will turn the corner, and he's on the run into high climber territory. Nobody there to catch him, and he's got blockers. That's a touchdown, Jerry. 71-yard punt return for a touchdown. Wow.
Yeah. And that was the longest punt by Goose, too.
And all of a sudden it's 48-7. And you know what that means, folks. That'll be a running clock from here on out. So if there's anything that we have seen that the T-Birds need to work on, it's right here on the snap. The last time the snap was pretty much right on. But most of the game up until the last time they kicked an extra point, the holder, Ethan Kastner, had to reach around his body to put it down. Let's see if this one is going to be on target.
Yeah, that was a little high.
A little high, but handled well. Boot is up and good.
Yep, and he's 7 for 7.
Yeah. Despite the snaps, the T-Birds have a 49-7 lead. And
running clock.
Yeah, running clock. We get the kickoff coming up next.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale.
Bipolar?
Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
Well, we're back here for the kickoff. 49-7 our score, 10-11 to go, third quarter. T-Birds took a punt, 71 yards for Pater.
And Ellington and Fuller are back deep.
Is Ellington back out there? It does look like it.
Yep.
Stewart has it teed up to kick it back to the High Climbers. Waiting for the run up.
He hits it long, and he does.
And this is Fuller at the 9 on the far side to the 20. Spins to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, 52-yard kickoff. 15-yard return.
The High Climbers get the ball at their own 24-yard line. First and 10. Clock is running. We just hit under 10 minutes to go. Not exactly what you wanted out of your homecoming game, but that's what you get when you face the Tumwater.
Yeah.
And they're showing us why they're number 5 in the state right now. It's Class 2A.
Yeah, and Jaden Fuller has had a couple nice returns tonight. One for 40 yards, and that one was for 15.
Goose will go out of the gun with Trykoff in the backfield. 3 receivers to the near side in a bunch. And let's hope that, I guess it doesn't get Myers' shot. Thank you very much. Little handoff to Trykoff. He's got some running room across the 30. That was a good formation, Jerry, and the T-Birds thinking pass the whole way. And Trykoff gets across the 30 to the 32. No huddle for Shelton. 2nd and 2 coming.
That was his second longest run. He had one for 10 yards in the first half.
Again, the same play, handoff to Trykoff. This time the T-Birds are waiting for him, and maybe a loss of a play.
Yeah. See where the forward motion, where they mark it. Yeah, it is a loss.
Back to the 31-yard line.
Loss of 1 on the play, Diedrich.
3rd and 3 coming for the High Climbers. Cordova, Menifee are the wideouts on the near side. Tiller goes to the end of the line on the far side. Wilsbach is he's the up guy. Little play action, and there's a tipped ball that's complete to Menifee. Menifee trying to make a move and couldn't get by a couple of T-Birds there.
Yeah.
Not much going on.
Yeah, they pretty well scouted that. They're doing a good job on those those short screen passes.
So another punting situation for Shelton. Goose out there to kick it away. Reed and Thompson will go back. Reed took it to the house the last punt. You got two guys to choose from. I think you would try to kick it away from both of them. They're both speedsters out there, Jerry. Just kick it away from them both. At least try to.
Yeah. Reed had a 71-yard return that last time.
Just the last time, yeah. Last punt. 5 plays ago.
And it wasn't a bad punt either.
No, it wasn't. It was high, and he just blasted through the coverage. Menifee's going in motion. Low snap. Goose gets a hold of it, and he little short kick. That'll be downed at the 41 by Fuller.
And you were absolutely right. They're kicking it away.
Well, not after that. After that last return, yeah. Keep it away from the return guys. T-Birds come out 1st and 10 on their own 41. They're leading 49-7. Clock is running. Go ahead, Jerry.
31-yard punt by Mason Goose. Apologize for interrupting you.
It's all right. Upper Bay will send Malroy wide to the far side. A little reverse, and I thought I heard a whistle there. And on the run there is number 15, Cole. Logan Cole gets the first down into Highclimber territory up to the 47. And I got I think a Highclimber down there, Jerry. He's not getting up.
Oh, no.
Well, Jaden Fuller was credited with a tackle. Is that him down there on the turf, Jerry?
Let's hope not. Let's hope he's okay. Let's hope.
And you can see, I don't think you can quite see it, but
yeah,
Ellerton is walking back. He's been holding his back of his lower back.
It's Ellerton?
No, I'm just saying that it was actually Hunter left. Nope, it was Fuller.
Yeah.
It was Fuller. He's being escorted to the sidelines under his own power.
Well, we should give him a big hand for coming off, I think.
Or is it Fuller? Maybe it's not Fuller. I can't see the number, Jerry.
Those 2s and 3s and the 5s.
Yeah, it is
and
Fuller.
6s.
Okay. It's been confirmed. It's Fuller. So 1st and 10 for the T-Birds on the 47 of the Highclimbers. Upper Bay under center. He'll pitch it over there to Matheny. Matheny around the outside scampers his way to the 39. Out of bounds.
About a pickup of 8. I want to see where they mark it, Phil.
Oh, they're going to mark it at the 41.
Oh, no, then I'm wrong. It's a 7-yard carry for Matheny.
It's closer to 6, Jerry, but not that he needs any help on those yardage markers.
Yeah, he's got 133 yards already.
Wow.
On 12 carries.
Approaching 5 minutes to go, third quarter with the running clock. Hand off again to Matheny. Matheny straight up the middle. He'll get the first down, and he'll spin to the 35. Did lose the ball after he was down.
The knee hit.
Yeah, he was down. He just stretched it out there as he got hit, and somebody scooped it away from him, but he was already down. So 1st and 10 from the 35 now.
So another first down. That was the 10th for Tumwater.
Again, we're in the running clock, and that 40-point mercy rule as it's 49-7. It's been all Tumwater tonight. Over Bay under center again. Turn around, hand it off to Matheny. Matheny got stopped and then got an extra couple of yards and was brought down. I think that was Blaze Andrews, possibly on the carry, or maybe not. No, it was Ellerton.
That was the shortest run for Matheny tonight.
He got one.
Yeah, he got one. That was his shortest run.
So 2nd and 9 from the 34 now for the T-Birds.
Tell you a little bit about Overbay. He's also a very good pitcher.
All right.
Did a great job last year as one of their top 3 pitchers.
Didn't he also play basketball?
I think he did.
Yeah.
But I remember the baseball. He was quite good.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. We have a timeout on the field by Tumwater. 3:40 to go, third quarter. 49-7 is our score. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is experiencing some growing pains with too many things to cover and not enough people. So we're looking for some help. If you have an interest in broadcasting, announcing, video streaming, video editing, sports, news, politics reporting, or marketing, we would like to hear from you. Send an email to masonwebtv@gmail.com. You can also call or text 360-229-2234. No experience necessary. Just get in touch. We would love to talk to you.
What a great opportunity for some young person to take you up on that offer. And I know you would do a good job of training them.
We'll try to figure out where you would fit in and what you want, what your interests are. Hey, do you want to call a game with Jerry? Hey, come on down.
Or maybe we got two things going on the same night.
Right. Well, handoff goes to Matheny. Matheny bounces it outside, inside the 30. Lost the ball. The Highclimbers, I thought the Highclimbers jumped on it, but actually Tumwater recovered it. Matheny lost the ball at the very end of the play. Ball came out, and it was recovered by the T-Birds at the 29.5-yard line, it looks like. No, the 29. So third down coming for Tumwater.
So did they mark him at the forward progress?
Yep. Well, it's where the ball hit the turf. I saw it squarely hit the turf, and some guy in a white jersey jumped on it.
Yeah, but I think the knee hit the ground again.
Under center again. Matheny the back behind Oberbay. Oberbay with a hard count. Man in motion, and again a handoff to Matheny. Matheny methodically inside the 25. It should be a first down.
It looks like it's there.
They're going to stop him mark him down at the 24. That is a first down.
It is a first down.
2.5 minutes to go here, third quarter. 49-7 is our score. All Tumwater tonight.
Yeah, Carlos, Matheny, I'm running out of room here on your carries.
Well, it's not going to stop him, Jerry. Obviously,
no, I know it's not going to. But
Oberbay under center with Matheny behind him. Two receivers to the near side. Back to pass, a little short drop, dump it off to Melroy. He's spinning his way, inside the 20 to the 18. Nice little move there, breaking some tackles there, or at least trying to.
Yeah, number 17.
And Ellerton still out there and slow to get up. I think you need to get Bradley Ellerton some rest, Jerry.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to come out, but he's look at him. He's back there holding the lower part of his back.
He is such a workhorse, playing both ways. And he got all-conference selection last year at safety. So he deserves it.
So 2nd and 4 from the 18. But no, who's got the ball this time? It's a big scrum. I don't even know who got the ball, Jerry. Oh, some pushing and shoving going on both sides here. I guess it was Cole on the carry with a very minimal gain, but the penalty flags, there's so much laundry out there. I need some detergent, Jerry.
Unsportsmanlike.
It should be both sides. Somebody hit a little late, somebody retaliated, and then there was a retaliation on the retaliation, and Yeah, so unsportsmanlike on both. They offset, and we get to do it again.
Okay.
Look at all that. I don't think I've seen that many flags in a play ever.
I haven't seen 3.
Well, there's more than that. We only see 3.
There's a fourth
I think
one, yeah.
everybody out there with the striped uniform on was throwing flags at that one.
Well, we saw 3 where the head judge is, the head official. And then there's one in the back area.
I think everybody who has a yellow flag, a little yellow hanky, was throwing out their laundry.
Yeah.
Ball's been moved up to the 12-yard line. I'm not sure why. Because I guess that's where the play ended by Cole. So 1st and 10 at the 12. Oberbay is under center again. Matheny in the backfield. One receiver wide to the far side. And this is going to be a handoff to Cole again. He gets around the outside. And where did he get? Inside the 10 to the 9.
Gain of 4 on the play by Logan Cole.
All right,
that was a nice fake. That quarterback is doing a nice job.
I'm getting so lost in these fakes, but we're through 3 quarters. 49-7 is the score. All Tumwater tonight. We'll be back with fourth quarter in just a moment.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Well, we're waiting for the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was interesting. If you watch Matheny on that, he really carried out that fake. And it looked like he was right up the middle and diving. He faked like he was diving for a touchdown.
They do such a great job in this run game. You don't even know where the ball is half the time.
Yeah.
I mean, any play, any one of those guys could have it.
Well, they've always done that. That's always been a key to their success. And they mix it up just enough on the long pass.
Right, keep you honest.
And
so second down and, well, let's see here. It looks like 7 from the 9 for the T-Birds. Still waiting for the start of the final 12 minutes here. Again, Tumwater with a 49-7 lead. The T-Birds are knocking on the door once again. Oberbay goes under center. Matheny, the back behind him. Turn around and hand it off to Matheny. He'll lose the ball.
But it looks like he recovered it.
No, there was a scrum for it. There's also a flag on the play down there.
Okay.
I don't know who ended up with the ball. I think the Highclimbers ended up with the ball.
Oh.
Okay, but that's on the 2 or 3 yard line. But what's the flag about, Jerry? I guess the flag is dropped at the 5 yard line.
I think it might be a late hit on Tumwater.
Now, it was before the fumble.
Yeah, there was a fumble. And it looks like the Highclimbers recovered, right?
Right, the Highclimbers had the ball, but what is the penalty about?
But then after the fumble, I think Tumwater piled on.
Actually, it's going to be a chop block, Jerry. That's what the foul was. They're going to refuse it and take the possession deep in their own territory at their own 2 yard line.
So that penalty goes against?
Tumwater.
Okay, so we got that part right. Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
So looks like the hammer package is out there, possibly. Nope, it looks like Goose is out there with a little expanded hammer package. Kickoff in the backfield. And Goose is going to call a timeout as I don't think he had the, well, he had plenty of time on the play clock, but I guess he didn't like what he was seeing.
Is that the first timeout?
Yeah, I believe so.
For the Highclimbers?
Yeah, for the Highclimbers, yes. If you are enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter with the handle @MasonWebTV. Also consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit the bell that is, to be notified the next time we go live. You can also follow us on the Twitch video streaming platform. If you don't know what Twitch is, it's owned by Amazon. It's very similar in some aspects to YouTube. Just another way we're trying to grow our presence online. As you can always find us on Hood Canal Communications website as well, hcc.net. And if you're watching on that website, thanks for checking us out.
You continue to do a lot of updating every day.
Every day, even when I shouldn't be, at weird times of the day and night. 10:43. Go ahead, Jerry.
I can call you late at night?
Yeah, well, if I'm awake, I'll answer the phone, Jerry.
Good.
If I'm not, you'll have to leave me a voicemail. So 1st and 10 from the 2 for the Highclimbers. 10:43 to go in the ball game. They're trailing 49-7. Turn around and hand it off to Kickoff. Bounces it outside. Trying to find the edge, and he'll get 5 yards on that run.
Okay.
And then a flag at the end of the play as well.
Well, let's hope it's not called back.
I think it was a late hit on that one, Jerry.
Okay.
A little encouragement from Ian Wilsbaugh as well at the end of the play. You know, throw that flag, ref. Throw that flag.
Well, it hasn't been thrown exceptionally a lot.
Yeah, it was an old personal foul, late hit, whatever they're going to call it. It's going to be 15 yards. And march it up to the 24.
So that adds to a nice run by Dante Trikoff of 5 yards. And now add 15 more. That was a 20-yard gain.
So it gives them some breathing room. And Goose will go out of the pistol with a receiver on each side. Trikoff the back behind him. Wilsbaugh and Tiller the up backs. And the handoff goes to Trikoff, and he gets across the 30. It's like a 6-yard pickup with a 2nd down and 4. Actually, 2nd down and 3. Jerry, they'll mark it at the 31.
Nice gain of 7 yards then, huh? Okay.
It's like the same formation again with the pistol formation, 2 up backs, and Trikoff the back behind him. Turn around and hand it off. Does Goose, and Trikoff will fall forward for 2 or 3 yards. Looks like he'll get 3. He gives a 3rd and 1.
Okay. Gain of 2 on that one.
So ball at the 33. Clock is running with 8:50 on it. Another turnaround and handoff, and Trikoff bases it into the secondary, and he sprints into Tumwater territory to the 40.
21-yard run by Trikoff. And that almost looked like that handoff was not.
All those plays, Goose has done a 360 to hand it off. Trikoff is going in the wrong side. New back in there is Skylar Smith on
That's
the first
why it looked
10.
a little weird.
Yeah, and this Smith takes the handoff, tried to bounce it outside, and falls forward to about the 37-yard line. Looks like he got 4 on that.
I've been impressed with Skylar. I think that's his first carry of the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in the formation at all.
Yeah, tonight that's his first carry.
So he's back out there and out of the pistol again with a receiver on each side. Zapata on the near side. I think it's Menifee on the far side. Turn around and hand it off to Smith again, and he's bouncing bodies. He's thrown forward, but he hit the ground about the 33.
He's a pretty big kid.
He is a big kid. Actually, it was
gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, something like that. It's 3rd and 2 coming for the Highclimbers. 7:20 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Skylar Smith. I thought he did a nice job at the end of the game with Centralia.
He did. He's a pretty solid runner. He's in the backfield again. Goose with play action, throws over the middle, off the hands of Zapata. Incomplete. Oscar almost had a touchdown there, and brings
he
it 4th and 2.
led it pretty well too.
Yeah, it was right on the money, just a little bit off his fingertips.
Yeah, but a good call.
Yeah, Omar had a pretty decent game against Centralia. We had the wrong name.
Yeah, is that 13?
That's 13.
Okay.
And there's going to be a 5-yard false start there.
Yeah.
It looks like Trikoff is back in there as the running back. We do have a timeout on the field. Flip my sheet over here.
Who was that timeout?
Shelton.
Okay, their second.
Yep. At 10:30 Sunday morning, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, provides live video streaming for St. David's of Wales Episcopal Church in Shelton. Everyone is welcome to join the community that practices to walk in love. Services are in person and online, 10:30 every Sunday morning, live from St. David's Historical Church in downtown Shelton.
And that's neat that you're doing that.
Yeah, I have to thank Patty Case for getting in touch with me and asking me to help them out
That's
when the
great.
pandemic began. And they want to continue.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, they're still looking for a priest. Had a turnover there.
Full-time priest in charge?
Somebody to be in charge, yes.
Yeah.
So 4th and 2 for the Highclimbers on the 33-yard line. Pistol formation. Turn around and hand it off to Trikoff. He'll get the first down, bouncing it into the secondary inside the 25 to the 24, maybe the 23, depending on the spot. It's going to be the 24. So again, Goose is
taking this pistol snap, turning around, and pretty much doing a 360 to find the Kickoff. And pick a side to go on. And I think that's up to Dante to pick which side. Here's same formation. This time it's back to pass and going for the end zone. And it's intercepted. But there's going to be a flag on the play.
Could be defensive pass interference.
It might be. We'll see what the play
call
is. Yeah, I think it was number 27 with the pickoff. It's Edward Winkley, I think.
He might have held him just a little bit there. That's why the interception happened. Let's see what the call is.
There's going to be a conference on that one. That was a good play by the Tumwater player.
Yeah. Yeah.
It went on to Shelton, so that'll be a interception, and the T-Birds will take over on their own 40 with 5:23 to go in the game. Just when you think the Highclimbers can get some momentum, Tumwater takes the ball away.
That was the second turnover for the Highclimbers. They had an interception and a fumble. They lost. Tumwater recovered a fumble, and then we just had the interception. So that's the second turnover.
Let's see. I think we're going to have a different quarterback out there, Jerry. I'm going to believe it's going to be number 13. And the handoff, and I didn't see who the handoff was on. So I don't even know, Jerry. I guess it was number 18, Edward Marson. Got a yard.
Okay. And is it 13 now, the quarterback?
I believe so. I haven't really been able to see. He goes under center pretty quickly, and I can't tell. This is going to be a handoff, and it looks like David Malroy? Yeah, I guess it was Malroy on the carry. Across the 45 to the 46 and a 5-yard pickup.
Yep.
3rd down and 4 coming.
That's his second carry in a row?
Yep.
Good.
Actually, no, it wasn't.
What's his number?
17.
Okay.
So 3rd and 4 as we go under 4 minutes remaining. Again, it's 49-7 all Tumwater. Some younger players getting some time on the field.
Yeah, David Malley has caught 2 passes already.
And this time it's going to be a end around, and what a play on that case. It was Tausa. The ball carrier was number 30. It was Parker Berry.
Okay.
Tausa with a good tackle there. Brings up 4th down and 6. And it looks like punting for the T-Birds.
Tausa looked like he was on the tackle for that play. Does bring up 4th down.
Let's see who's back deep to receive.
Hard to. I think it's might be Heising, but I can't tell, Jerry.
Yeah. Let's see if it's number 30 here. And a penalty against Tumwater.
Yeah, that's going to be 5 yards and a false start. It is 25 back deep.
Oh, 25?
Well, he's heading to the sideline, so maybe not. Here comes Menifee out there to get this punt. There's the snap on target. Kick is off. It's a good kick.
Nice.
Menifee's going to call for a fair catch at the 26, and
that
then
was very wise.
Yeah, a flag comes flying in at the end of the play. So
because he went into him.
It could have been a block in the back in front of him.
It could be, yeah.
I'm thinking that's where it is, since it's where the flag has been dropped at the 32, and I heard the saw the block in the back signal from the guy who threw the flag.
I need to wait till they make the call. I've been guilty of that a couple times tonight, Diedrich.
Actually, it's going to be a hold on Tumwater, not a block in the back. It's going to be a hold. So the Highclimbers should start out on their own 42 with under 2 minutes to go. So Manning has come out, and he's in the whiteout just below us, Jerry. Bishop Manning. Looks like it might be Cordova wide to the far side. And a pistol formation for Goose with Kickoff behind him. Turn around, hand it off to Kickoff. Kickoff, a couple of moves at the line of scrimmage. He'll get into Tumwater territory up to the 45.
That's Kickoff over the
gain of about 12 on that play. Nice run by Trykoff. Good for another first down. That's the 10th first down, Diedrich, for the Highclimbers.
So Cordova wide to the far side and Manning wide to the near side. Turn around, hand it off. Here's Trykoff again. Actually, no, this is not Trykoff. This is number 30. That's Isaiah Anderson. Or was it Smith? Oh, it was Smith. I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
That's okay.
It's Smith. It says that font is so hard for me to see tonight. Looks like it's a 38, not a 30. And coming in is a number 37.
Yeah, 11-yard gain and another first down.
So Ethan Roberts is the back behind Goose, and he'll get the handoff. Sprint around the left side. Try to cut it up the sidelines at the 30, stays in bounds. Clock continues to run. It's 30 seconds remaining in the ball game, Jerry. And the
nice gain by Roberts.
Yeah, Robert will
7 yards?
Yeah, spot the ball at the 29, so 6 yards on the carry. 16 seconds remain. Roberts stays in there. Goes again with the handoff. Stutter steps, and off to the races goes Roberts. Breaks it the inside. Oh, he lost the ball. The ball is free at the 5, and I think Tumwater ends up falling on it. But a good run by Roberts. Saw that end zone. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, that negates about a 24-yard run by Roberts.
Well, it's the ball game. The clock hit triple zeros.
Yeah.
And Roberts not really happy with himself at all.
Well.
But the final score, Tumwater 49, Shelton 7. We will take a timeout. We'll be back, get some statistics. And this final score of 49-7.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything, everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Well, it is a final here at Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium. Tumwater 49, Shelton 7.
Next Friday, Shelton heads on the road to face Black Hills, the other team that plays at Tumwater District Stadium. Unfortunately, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will not be able to broadcast that game because of broadcast rights restrictions, but you will be able to watch the game on the pay-to-view NFHS network. Tumwater stays on the road and plays at Rochester next week. That game can also be found on the NFHS network. So our next broadcast will actually be 2 weeks from tonight on October 28th when the Highclimbers wrap up the regular season hosting Aberdeen. And this game, a lot of high hopes coming into this game, as you thought that maybe Shelton could pull the upset. Well, Tumwater came to play tonight, and Jerry has the statistical view of that.
Yeah, I know that Shelton was optimistic. I'm going to give the statistics this way. I'm going to start with Tumwater.
Okay.
Tumwater had 12 first downs. Over Bay completed 9 of 10 passes. He did not, I think he threw once in the second half, just once. They kept it on the ground. Yeah. And of course, it was a running clock. So we're looking at 9 completed passes for 137 yards in the air. On the ground, they had 253 yards. Okay, so if you add the 253 yards on the ground and the 137 in the air, that's a total of 390 yards.
Wow.
And the leading ball carrier, guess who? Number 20.
Let me think about that for a minute. Okay. Does it have a 2 and a 5 in the number?
I think it might have been. Not a 2 or 6, but a 2-5.
2-5, okay.
Carlos Smithetti, 17 carries for 149 yards. Wow. The other person that did well on the ground was Logan Cole. He had 7 carries for 67 yards. And number 17, David Malroy, I think he carried it 3, maybe 4 times for a total of 35 yards. If you add the 137 and the 253 on the ground, that's 390 yards. Do you want me to go through the scoring?
No, there's no reason for that.
I didn't think you did.
I mean, it's been all.
I could say this, though.
How many? Let's see here.
Matheny had 2 touchdown runs.
Okay, and
Stewart was 7 for 7 on the point after attempts.
Okay,
and Derek Thompson caught 2 passes, 1 for 30, 1 for 70 in the first half.
Right,
so that counts for 4 of the touchdowns. Jacob Dillon caught a 4-yard pass. And Overbay had a 1-yard quarterback sneak.
Okay.
And then
the punt return.
The punt return of 71 yards, and that made it the final score.
Yeah, who did the 71 yards? Was that?
That was number 11.
11. Okay, that's.
That was that was Luke Reed.
Luke Reed. Okay,
Luke
that's
Reed.
Right.
And
okay.
So Luke Reed had a nice return there. You know, as far as penalties, they had 7 penalties for 60 yards. That's not too bad.
Okay.
You know, let's go with Shelton.
Yeah,
now.
Highclimber statistics.
Yeah, they had 11 first downs. Mason Goose was 10 for 18. He only threw once. He completed 2 passes in the second half. 2 out of 4 attempts. So he was 10 for 18 total. He passed for 55 yards because that one pass to Gabe Menifee was a loss of 2 in the backfield.
Right.
As far as the ground game, Shelton picked it up a little bit in the second half. They had a total of 143 yards on 34 carries. That's good for about 4 yards per carry. Dante Trikoff picked it up a lot in the second half. He had 21 carries for 85 yards. Skylar Smith had 3 carries for 19. Roberts had a nice carry. Unfortunately, that one time it did fumble. I feel bad for him.
He was really upset.
Yeah,
with
he
himself.
was upset.
Yeah.
Bradley Ellerton had 7 carries for 25 yards. So if you add, and Brad Tiller had 2 carries for 7 yards. If you add that up, that's 34 carries for 143 yards. Let's add the 55 in the air and 143 on the ground. That's a total of 198. So you're looking at Tumwater gaining 390. You're looking at Shelton gaining 198. You're looking at almost a 200-yard difference there. And, both quarterbacks had pretty good completion rates, especially Alex Overbay, 9 for 10. Shelton did pretty well. They didn't have very many penalties. I think they had 1 penalty in the second half, 5 yards. They had 6 penalties for 45 yards. I think the highlight, the return kickoff by Jaden Fuller of 40 yards, and Cameron Husing, I think I said that right? Heisey. Thank you for correcting me. Had a 28-yard return. Mason Goose had 3 punts. He averaged about 28 yards per punt. The nice thing about that, Tumwater, maybe the one weakness they had, besides the snaps on the point after attempts, was they did not return too much.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I just glanced over here, and we've complained about the mess that has been left here at the stadium, and I look over to our right, and the Tumwater cheerleaders are cleaning up after their fans.
I think that is
I want to see that's if we could give them a standing ovation for that, that would be awesome. Yeah, I think that's great.
Girls,
it's just something that thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Outstanding. We talk about sportsmanship. That is true.
Clean up after your fans.
And you know what? I'm going to look. It's a little bit better.
It's a little better than it has been. Yeah, I gotta hand it to this group of students because it's been pretty bad. Anyways, I'm sorry to.
No, I think that is great. What you just said. That's what sports is all about.
Right. Well, you want to leave it better than you found it. That's really the whole. I mean, they're doing an awesome job. I'm very impressed.
You know what? I might make a phone call Monday. Is that okay?
That's fine with me. That's fine. That's great.
I like making those phone calls.
All right, so let's get back to football here, Jerry. Are you done with your statistics?
I am.
Okay.
I am. I could go on, but I think we have covered it pretty well. Shelton, next week, I'm going to let you go for it.
Okay, well, let's just say Tumwater improves to 6-1 on the season, 3-1 in the Evergreen Conference, keeping pace with, I'm assuming, WFS, but we don't know what the score is for their game tonight. Shelton drops to 4-3 on the season, 2-2 in the EVCO. Now you got to think about those 4 spots in the playoffs, and that's what we're fighting for. So you got WF West and Tumwater sitting at 1 and 2. Who's going to take 3? Who's going to take 4?
Well, I think right now you're looking at maybe Black Hills.
Well, Black Hills lost to
did they lose to
Aberdeen last week?
Really?
So here we go again.
Wow.
With this so even at the rest of the league, and we don't know what's going to happen. So, I was just thinking about, okay, so Tumwater has gone in as a number 1 seed the last couple of years.
Yeah.
If they go in as a number 2, this could be a better road for them. Thinking possibly, but that's down the road.
That is interesting what you're just saying.
We'll have to keep track of that. Again, next Friday, Shelton is on the road at Black Hills. Unable to do that because of broadcast rights.
I think we're going to go over there.
We'll be there. I'm still trying to figure out how to handle it. We're going to be there. At least we'll watch. We'll give. I'm going to think we're going to pull out the app and give everybody a link to the statistics, the running statistics. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. I'm toying with the idea, and I have to clear this with the coach, but maybe do some locker room stuff, some off the field.
So would you like me to still keep the statistics?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
He may not want me in there. But, it's unfortunate we are not able to do that. But, again, if you want to watch it, hey, why don't you come down to the stadium and watch it in person. If you can't, NFHSnetwork.com. Yes, there's a $12 fee.
And I think what you're saying is you're looking at Aberdeen, you're looking at Black Hills, and you're looking at Shelton for those last two spots.
Right. And if you remember last year, it was Rochester, Aberdeen, and Shelton in the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And, the Highclimbers need to basically win out and take care of business. And they could take that 3 spot if they could just beat the next 2 teams, Black Hills and Aberdeen.
Yeah.
Well, that's, we've got to look at that. But anyways, so Highclimbers are at Black Hills, Tumwater District Stadium next Friday, kickoff 7 o'clock. If you can't get there, watch it on the NFHS network. I think you'll have 2 options. You can watch the feed, or you can get commentators from ESN, Eli Sports Network. Now, they're out of Centralia, Chehalis area. And they've been they do a lot of stuff around Western Washington.
But we will be able to announce the Aberdeen game.
Yeah, we will be here in this spot for Aberdeen and Shelton in 2 weeks.
And Diedrich, it was nice working with you tonight.
Well, it's always good to be with you, Jerry. So that'll do it for us here at Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his work tonight. Final again, Tumwater 49, Shelton 7. We will talk to you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.